XDefiant is now one of the top free-to-play games on both PlayStation and Xbox. It's been getting mixed reviews. Some people love it and are glad that there's an alternative to Call of Duty. Others hate this game. I'm personally enjoying playing this game. It can be really fun at times. This game also feels different than Call of Duty. I love the gunplay in this game and the focus on teamwork. All the game modes are team-based, so you do need to work as a team to win. There's also the different classes with different abilities that do bring a different dynamic than what we're used to seeing in Call of Duty. So how does XDefiant run on Xbox Series S versus X versus PlayStation 5? The game's about 30 gigabytes on Xbox and about 32 gigabytes on PS5, so it's not going to eat up your hard drive like Call of Duty does. By default, this game does run at around 1440p dynamic resolution on Series S and 4K dynamic resolution on Series X and PS5. Frame rate here is 60 FPS. Now I did say dynamic, so there's some heavy resolution scale going on, and the Series S likely runs around 1080p native, while the X and PS5 likely run around 1440p native. Shadow and lighting quality is better, of course, on the Series X and PlayStation 5. I would say that in fact the best is PS5. The lighting and the shadows do look a lot better on the PlayStation 5 if you just stop for a moment to look at it. But this is such a fast-paced game that you'll never really have time to stop and take in the scenery. It's all about the performance, the frame rate. On Series S, the game runs the 60 FPS mode really well. FPS does stay at around 60 FPS at almost all times. There is one issue, and it's mainly on the Series S here, and that's screen tearing. I'm gonna slow down the footage here so you get to see what I'm talking about. You can see the screen tearing here. If you have a VRR capable display, that should help with some of this, but overall it's pretty good and doesn't really take away too much from the gameplay. Xbox Series X is better and doesn't really suffer from this significant screen tearing. The 60 FPS default mode is a solid lock, close to 60 FPS at all times on the Series X. PlayStation 5 is also solid in terms of performance. There's no screen tearing and it's locked to 60 FPS at almost all times. Now all three consoles have a higher refresh rate mode, and if you have a capable display you can play at 120 Hz. Even the tiny Series X runs XDefiant at up to 120 FPS. Keep in mind the graphics and resolution do drop and get toned down in this mode. They're likely around 1080p to 1440p on the Series X and PS5, while I'm sure the Series S dips close to 900p at times. The frame rate's pretty solid. It's close to 120 FPS on all three consoles. It does seem that the Xbox consoles do better in this 120 Hz mode. This side-by-side comparison between the Series S and PS5, you can see the Series S does have the higher FPS, the edge. PS5 gets dips to around 115 quite often, while the Series S holds close to 120, but there are minor drops, and some of those are because of screen tearing again. The screen tearing though is better in the 120 Hz mode on the Series S. The Xbox Series X is perhaps the best in terms of performance. It's a solid lock at 120 FPS and only drops a single frame once in a while. Overall, XDefiant runs well on all three consoles. PS5 or Series X players won't have an edge over the Series S, as that tiny little console runs the game almost just as well from a competitive standpoint. So that's how XDefiant runs on the three consoles. For the rest of the video, check out some more gameplay with that FPS counter shown.
Capture zone contested. Clean it house.
Fire up high!
The capture zone is changing location. We're taking the zone. Capture zone. Ultra ready. We're in the zone.
EMP deployed! We're in bad shape!
Barrier deployed.
Nothing cleans like burning.
Enemy sonar goggles active. Little cheetah. Cleaning house.
Deployed.
Reloading! Cover me!
I'm in bad shape. Nothing cleans like burning.
Capture drone on the move.
Reloading!
Capture zone contested.
Help! I'm dying here. Nothing cleans like burning. Station mag.
Disruption zone changing location.
Flag out! Changing back!
Nothing cleans like burning.
Grenade out!
Help! Reloading.
We got it. Scumbags on zone C. Burn them out.
Got that napalm you requested.
Grenade out! Scanning for hostiles!
Almost to the checkpoint.
Barrier deployed.
Hit another checkpoint.
Setting a props mine.
Cleaning house. Bada bang.
Get here! To me!
Package is backing up.
Props mine ready to rock.
Those charms.